Hello YouTube, Chester Boyer, and yes, I'm finally back with two new Unitroborn figures. So, we're going to take a look at two of them because these are meant to go along together. So today we take a look at on the left we've got MelonSword, and on the right we got RiceballPoliceCar. And yes, I'm reviewing these two together because again, they're meant to combine with one another. So which we'll see later. So we're going to start off with MelonSword. So let's take a look at the MelonSword set, and of course, before we do that, here's some of the car packaging here. Which, yes, this is an entirely new design for 2024. So, of course, we got the nice artwork of MelonSword. There's the logo down there, and of course, here's the instructions on the back, and of course, there's a picture showing a kid eating a slice of melon, well, from a slice of melon, and of course, we have a sword. Of course, we got the nice sword display above a fireplace. So, there you go. And yes, I did say they meant to go on together because, yes, this does combine with RiceballPolice, which we will get to later. So, without further ado, let's take a look at the melon itself. Now, you can tell it is a slice of melon. That's what it is. It's just a slice of melon with some nice detailing here for the skin. Again, very nice detailing. So yeah, pretty neat. Doesn't really do anything on its own, just a slice of melon. So that's it. Next, we have the sword, which is actually which is my favorite because it does look like something out of Dragon Quest because of this detailing right here, which kind of reminds me of Lord Rodo's shield, from Dragon Quest. So, yeah. And yes, it's just a nice looking sword with some nice metallic green blade. So. Yeah, and yes, there's a peg on the bottom, which yes, this can be held by Unitrobo figures that have holes in them. So, which we'll get to later. So, yeah. So let's start with the combination. So, put the sword upside down, and then put the melon on top of it. This will cause the size of the melon to flip out, and this will cause the blade to split in half. And the only manual bits you have to do here are come underneath here and fill these little wing bits, the feathers, I should say. And then take these two panels here, fold them in half to become a bird head. And there you have Unitrobo MelonSword, which is, of course, a bird. Just a bird. So, that's an adorable little bird. Then got the nice red music note eyes. So, of course, you already know from now, if you've been following Unitrobo, this is the main motif of Unitrobo, just music themed. And same goes for the equalizer stickers, which you see on the back. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty clever. The blade of the sword becomes tail feathers. Pretty clever. Now the transformation is a bit similar to High-Speed Train Cheese, which I will bring this guy here, is because you're putting another unit on top of another one. So you could do this. You could do High-Speed Train Melon, or I should say, and Cheese Sword. So you could do that, which is actually pretty cool. So yeah, that's a neat little example. So. Now that's out of the way, let's take a look at RiceballPoliceCar. Next, we'll take a look at RiceballPoliceCar. Now, before I go any further, I forgot to point this out, that this and MelonSword were released around the same day. And I think it was April this year, so I think it was April. So yeah, April. So, let's take a look at the Riceball. Now, yes, it's actually clearly an onigiri, which is that's the Japanese word for it. You can tell it's basically it's a rice ball wrapped in nori or seaweed. So, or if you want to reference that one Pokemon episode where this was called something else. Yep, that one Pokemon episode. This was called something else, which I'm sorry, and I apologize for making you cringe by remembering that episode. So got the nice bumps for the rice. Again, very nicely detailed. And of course, what's also detailed is the nori, the seaweed wrap. Got some nice detailing here, which of course you could scratch it. To prove a point, I'm going to scratch it. There you go. Nice little detail. So, yeah. that's that. Next, we have the police car. A very, very wide police car. So, of course, on the side, we got a nice little tampograph on the side. You see we got police here, and of course, we got the sheriff badge there. And below the star, there's a UNTR on the bottom for Unitrobo, which is the abbreviation. So, yeah. Of course, here's the underside. So, and yes, you can tell this is basically a shirt and pants combiner. So, yes, if you own, like, let's say, Apple Lobster, Supercar Steak, and Trailer Lobster Eggplant, you can actually make combinations with this particular these two things. But let's go on the transformation. So, take the police car, put it upside down, and put the rice ball on top. So, combine together. You can see the sides flip out, and the police car, the legs split. And let's go to the manual side of things. So, fold these two bits down, become the feet. And I'm going to bring this up. Take these panels here, fold them out like that. Now, this... Actually, let's flip these panels out. Pull these panels out first. Now, this is the trickiest bit. In order to get these arms out from this cavity here, you have to push them in. Push them in. Of course, you get that, but I'll just leave that to the side just to make it easier. But so basically, you're supposed to push them in and then fold them out. So this is the trickiest bit. So do the same on the other side. So push this in, and then fold the forearm out, and then fold the fist out. So, and you combine these together. And also, if you want, you can fold this down, which we'll get that later. We'll get to that later. But so there you have Rice Ball Police Car, and he's actually pretty cool. I do like the police hat design going on for the head. Of course, I got the nice blue and red eyes to match the police sirens. Very neat. And of course, we got the bass speakers. Got two on the side here, two on the knees. Also, I got to point out for MelonSword, MelonSword does have bass speakers on the bottom here, so on the wings, wings. So yeah. Your articulation, well, you know, it's just transformation, but you could just fold in the arms like this, kind of like monkey or gorilla. So that's it. Now this thing does rotate, which we'll explain that later. So yeah. Or we can explain right now. And actually, well, now I talk about the sword having a handle. Well, you can take this and just plug into its hand. There you go. Pretty cool. So, yeah. Just want to put that to the side. So, now I'm going to talk about it's this tampograph here, which of course you got the nice equalizer. But you see there's the word Mashi on there. Now, when I first saw this, the press photos, I thought this was like a company. I'm like, oh, this is like another collab entry. But no, it turns out this is just a Japanese word, Mashi, which I did look up. That basically means add or increase. And of course, above the I, there's a 2 above it. So you could read this as Mashi squared, like in algebra. So it could be read as Mashi Mashi, which means add more, add more. And this is where the whole gimmick comes into play, which is why this rotates and why there's another set of, well, there's a clip and a tab there. That's because you can put 2 extra units on the front and back, which is why these two come into play. So take the melon, plug onto its back like this, and then put the sword. Well, to prep the sword, just going to fold these 2 bits down and to plug this onto the front. So you could create MelonSword RiceballPoliceCar. So yeah, pretty cool. So yeah. And yeah. Oh, you just came to my mind. I forgot to show off the car package for RiceballPoliceCar. Here it is. So here's the artwork. Here's that. And of course, here's the back. And of course, here's the picture, which shows a pedestrian eating a rice ball, looking at a police car driving by. So there you go. That's the picture. And of course, it shows you can actually put the taxi and lobster units on it, and put the sword into its hand like that. So you could do lobster taxi MelonSword RiceballPoliceCar, if that's the name of it. So, yeah. So you can pull off something like that. So, yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it for these two. And here's an example. Now, whenever I said that this is like a shirt and pants combiner, well, here's an example. Here's steak police car, and here is rice ball supercar. So there's one example. So looks a little ridiculous, but hey, like so. But something you could do. Now, if you want to replace the knife with the sword unit, make it look a little ridiculous if you wish. Or you could just replace the fork on the bottom here, so you can make a double-bladed weapon if you wish. You could do that. So, just another example. So, there you go. So, overall, these two Unitrobo figures are highly recommended. If you've been collecting Unitrobo figures from 2022 till now, go get these two, because one, you get these two figures that do combine with one another. And what's great about this is that one of these units here, like MelonSword, becomes a sword that a few Robo figures can hold, which is great, which is awesome. And with RiceballPoliceCar here, you could put 2 extra units on the front and the back. Just keep in mind that don't expect a lot of articulation from this guy, because because as you all know, the Unitrobo figures are gimmick-centric. So there's not going to be a whole lot of articulation. So, and yes, they're a lot of fun, and you can make a lot of ridiculous combinations, like I've shown before. So, yeah. So yeah, that's what I gotta say about this. Now there's actually no new Unitrobo figures come out this month. These two were released last month in April. So, yeah, just want to point that out. So that's all I gotta say about this. So, to next time, I'm gonna come back to Super Sentai. I'm gonna take a look at the Deluxe Boom Boonger Robo. So, thank you for watching. Like what you saw, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon next to it. If you don't follow my Twitter/X and like my X/Twitter and like my Facebook page, links are in the description. So, I will catch you next time.